What can I do to make that an easier division problem? Mark off my zeros. I have 2, so I can mark off 2. All right, 15 can go into 18 how many times? Once. I'm left with 3. 15 can go into 30 how many times? Twice. Okay, so that would be what? 12%. Remember, since I cross multiply, I don't have to move any decimals since my answer wasn't a decimal. So I use 12% so I can mark that out. Okay, what am I looking at next? Food. So I have 300 over 1,500. All right, cross multiply. So I have 30,000 divided by 1,500. All right, what can I do to simplify that? Cross off my zeros. 15 can go to 30 how many times? Twice. Okay, so I have a 0 here, but I have another one up here. What do I do with that 0 up top? Bring it up top, so 20. This is 20%. Okay, rent and utilities. What is my number for rent and utilities? 780 over 1,500. All right, cross multiply. All right, cross off my zeros. 15 can go into 78. How many times do we think? I heard 4 and 3. Okay, so that's 60. What's 60 plus another 15? 75, so I could do a 5. How many times can 15 go into 30? Twice. Do we have that as an answer choice? Yes. All right, so I'm left with other. Other is 240. So 240 over 1,500 equals percent over 100. Okay, is this a lot of work? It is a lot, but is it super hard? No, it's time consuming. Remember, there's a huge difference between difficulty and time consuming. All right, how many times can 15 go into 24? Once. How many times can it go into 90? 6 times. And we're done. Okay, when we're done with this, I'll put it back up there. All right. Example 2. So the price of a television is $245. The sales tax rate is 8%. What is the amount of sales tax? All right, is it asking us for a final price? Or is it asking us for how much is 8%? How much is 8%? So if I'm asking how much is 8% of 245, my number should be what? Should be small, right? Okay. Can I eliminate any of my answer choices right away? C and D. Guys, those are way too big. 8% is a very small portion of $245. All right, so how do I find 8% of 245? And if I forgot, I could look up here. All right, I can set it up as a part total, or I can multiply my percent times my whole. Well, my whole price was $245. I multiply it. Now, what am I multiplying it by? Okay, remember, I have to take my percent away, move it over twice. 0.08. So when you multiply it, well, this is 40. Carry my 4. 32 plus 4 is 6. 8 times 2 is 16 plus 3 is 19. I had 2 decimal places. Is that an answer choice?
Yeah.
There we go. Guys, on your test, there are always going to be, more than likely, there's always going to be 2 that you should be able to eliminate. before you do any work. Okay? So not only are we going to be reviewing everything, we're also going to be talking about those testing strategies that can help you out. This one is a great example. This one, if you use testing strategies, you really don't have to do math. And this is a former STAAR question. Okay? The table shows Gail's net worth statement. Based on the information in the table, what is Gail's net worth? How do I find net worth? Okay, so net worth is my assets minus liabilities. Now, it did a lot of the work for us. I did not have to add them and total them. It gave us our totals. What do we notice about our totals? The assets is larger, which means what about our net worth? It's going to be positive. So knowing that, can I eliminate two answer choices? C and D. It is not going to be a negative net worth. Now, why can I eliminate A? That is just the value of my assets. Did it ask me what my assets were? No, it asked me what my net worth was. So my answer is B with zero math. Now, if I am being extra careful, should I check it? Yeah. Yes, I should. Did it check out? Yes. Questions so far? Okay. Flipping the page. Okay, Alberto's monthly income is $3,200. Part of his monthly budget is shown in the table. What percentage of the income is used to pay for his rent and groceries? What do I have to do before I can start solving? I have to figure out, well, how much is rent and groceries? So I have to add $896 plus $384. $1,280. Again, it did part of the work for us. It gave us a total, so I didn't have to add it. I am trying to find the percent, which means I need to set it up like so. What goes on the top over here? Our part was $1,280. All right, our total was $3,200. What is half of 32? 16. Okay. So do we agree that 1,600 would be half of 3,200? Yes. So is there one of these I could eliminate? I think I heard it. C. That's more than half, right? So that'd be more than 1,600. Is that more than 1,600? No. Okay. All right, let's cross multiply. So when I multiply by 100, I just add what? 2 zeros. No, you're good. All right, what do I do to make this easier on me? 2 zeros. Okay, 32 can't go into 1, can't go into 12, it can go into 128. How many times do we think? Look at our choices. I'm either going to go 4 times, 2 times, or 1 time.
I think it's twice, not 4 times.
Okay, so let's try that. Let's just test it. So 32 times 4. Oh, looky there. Perfect fit. 40%. A 0 left over. Bring it up. It is 40%. Are these questions easier than what we've been doing in class?
Yeah.
Okay, so our STAAR questions, because we've made our classwork harder, these STAAR questions should be easier if you're reading them carefully and you remember your formulas. Okay, that's going to be your biggest challenge, is remembering how to set them all up.
What if we forget our formulas?
Well, Will, that's, again, why we have these cheat sheets that you're going to study, and we're going to be hitting them hard. Okay, in Oscar's monthly budget, each category is assigned a certain percentage of his monthly income. The monthly income is $2,250. Which statement is not supported by the information in the table? Okay, these are almost a big pain because you're having to true-false these statements, right? So it says Oscar puts $360 of his monthly income into savings. Can I look at that table and tell if that's correct or not? No. What do I have to do? I have to solve. So savings is 16%. So I take my total and I multiply by what? 0.16. Okay, I had 2 decimal places, move it over. So this is $360. So is that accurate? Did he put $360 into savings?
No, I got
Yes.
$35.
It's 360. Okay, so that is wrong because we are solving for what is not. That is supported. That is an accurate statement. Okay, less than $900 of Oscar's monthly income is for his house payment and life insurance. So I have to take my house payment, which is $35, and my life insurance, which is $3. Well, what's 35 plus 3? 38. So I'm going to take my total again, multiply it by what? 0.38. Okay, so this is $855. This is $900. Did it say he put $900? What does it say? Less than. Is $855 less than? So do you see if you weren't reading very carefully, you could have picked that as an answer? I had a lot of people last class period saying that was right, but they didn't read. Okay, Oscar budgets $485 of his monthly income for telephone, utilities, and emergencies. All right, telephone is 5, utilities is 6, and emergencies was 11. So I have 11 and 11, which is what? 22. Okay, again, is this super difficult math? No? Is it a pain? Because it's time consuming, right? But that doesn't mean it's hard. It just means it takes us a little while. Okay, so Oscar budgets $485 of his monthly income. Was this $485? It's $495. So is that false? Okay, we're going to check it. What is the difference between this and this? One number. Okay, just for time's sake, we're not going to check that one. But on your STAAR test when you're doing this, should you check it? Absolutely. Okay, this is a 2022 STAAR question. So this is one that the 8th graders saw last year on their 7th grade STAAR test. The price on a computer is $899. The sales tax rate is 7%. What is the sales tax on this computer in dollars and cents? So I am solving for sales tax. I am not solving for my total price. So that means this is easy. I have to do one thing. I multiply my total. Remember, if I'm trying to find a percentage, I'm trying to find a tax. I do my percent times my whole. Yes. So $899 times, what am I multiplying it by? Because I have to change my percent. Move it over twice, so 0.7. Can I ignore the decimal and the 0 when I multiply? Yes. What's 9 times 7? 63. Carry my 6. There's 63 again. Plus 6. 69. What's 8 times 7? 56. 56 plus 2 is 62. 2 decimal places. So it is $62.93 is my sales tax. Guys, remember, when you make a large purchase like that, it seems like, that seems a lot of money to be collected for tax, right?
Yeah.
But the higher your value is, the higher your sales tax is, all right?
On the store,
Mm-hmm.
if it doesn't say it's in a negative or a positive question, if you don't put that, even if it doesn't ask that, does it count it wrong?
No.
Well,
It's
I
a
have
good habit to get into to indicate whether it is positive or negative.
Well, I have a
Now,
buzzer
if
where-
it's a negative and you don't put it, it is wrong. What?
Well, I have a bubble grid. Well, I have like a grid like that, but we just have to click on the number and stuff.
Oh, I'm trying to think. You know, I really
Don't know.
I don't think you'll be doing these anymore
Oh,
since you don't unless they put it on there to where you're clicking it. Since you're not bubbling them in anymore, you're clicking. I'm pretty sure whenever you select your answer, it just fills it in for you. Yeah, your benchmark is how it'll be. Yeah. Okay, this is also a last year STAAR question. Alice has a loan of $24,820. This loan has a simple interest rate of 3.5% per year. Okay, what is a very important term that tells us what to do? Nope. Simple interest rate, because if I look at my formula chart, is that going to be there for me? Does it tell me what PRT is? No. So do I have to know what PRT is? Principal rate and time. What is my principal here? 24,820. What is my rate? Okay, am I putting 3.5 in my parentheses though? What am I putting? 0.035. Remember, I have to move it 2 times. If I moved it twice, I'd have an empty spot. All right, and then how many years? 1. It just wants to know how much they would earn at the end of 1 year. So all I have to do, because if I multiply by 1, nothing changes, right? So can I ignore it?
yes.
I had 3 decimal places. Now let's look at this. If I didn't know my decimal places, and I thought I only had 2 because, hey, I'm dealing with money. Money has 2 decimal places. Would that be what I got?
Yes.
Yeah. So is that a good wrong answer? That is a good wrong answer. Now, if I'm using my reasoning skills, all right, I should be able to eliminate a few of them.
If you did 8,000, that would be a third.
Yeah, it would be a larger percent for sure. But without doing any math, and I understand that it's just wanting interest, what can I eliminate?
J.
I can eliminate J. Why can I eliminate J? Is it more than I put in?
Yes.
Yeah, it was more than I put in. I'm not going to earn in 1 year at a 3.5% interest rate. I'm not going to earn more than what I put in. That's going to take years. All right. Now this one, like Connor said, that's like a third. That would be like a 30% interest rate. All right. But if you can't reason through that, you could leave it alone. What about this one?
Not enough.
That's itty bitty, right? Okay, so you could eliminate that one. Once you solve and you make sure you have 3 decimal places, you should be able to come to your answer. But if you don't know to put your decimal back, y'all could have easily done that one without reasoning. Okay? All right, last one. 2 stores are having sales on camera. At store X, all cameras are on sale for 15% off the original price. At store Y, they are 20%. It says, which store would have the better sale price for a camera with an original price of $80? You should be able to eliminate 2 right away. Can anybody tell me which 2?
C and D.
C and D. No.
A and B.
A and B. No.
B and D.
Okay, why B and D, Will? Okay, let's look at it real quick. What is 1/5 as a percent?
25%.
No, 20%, guys. 5 times 4 gives me, okay, remember 1/4 is 25, so 20%. Is 20% better than 15? Okay, so that tells me that store X is not going to have the better deal, so I should be able to eliminate A and C. Tell me about that in a minute. At store Y, all right, it gives me 64 and 16. That is a big difference. Hold on. Coach, can you pass this out? What is it asking me to find? The sale price. Okay, is my sale price $80? Is my sale price at 20% going to be $16? No. 20% off. Would the 64 sound reasonable? Yes, and to check it, I would just do 80 times 0.2. $16 off. So I would do 80 minus 16. It'd give me 64.